Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Jennifer's Tale, My Life as a Crossdresser. I, of course, am Jennifer, and I just want to say thank you for watching this video or for downloading my podcast and listening to it, because this is also going to be a audio podcast. And this time around, the subject is going to be my boobs. Why my boobs? Because I'm really proud of my boobs. I am very happy with what they look like. I'm very happy that they're nice and big. And for some girls, I think for most girls, they want to have boobs of some sort. Now, I did a podcast or an episode before about how I create my boobs and my cleavage. But this time around, I want to talk about just kind of why I enjoy showing them off and why I picked the size I did, and just talk about my boobs. So I think when I was growing up, I always had a fascination with breasts or with boobs. I remember when I was a little kid taking a couple Nerf balls and putting them under my shirt and pretending to be a woman that way by having fake boobs. From that point forward, even as I got older, when girls in school started developing, I became fascinated with their boobs. I was really interested in the girls with the bigger chest. And I don't think it was necessarily because I wanted to have boobs like them, although probably in the back of my mind at that point in time, maybe it was that I did. But it was just something I always found appealing or attractive in a woman. Now, as I started having my cross-dressing urges and my feelings to dress up, breasts and boobs, of course, are one of the top things I think that most girls think about. Some girls prefer having smaller ones, but I think it seems like from what I see, most women prefer having larger boobs. They want to show them off or be able to have something there. For me, it's kind of a way of signifying that I am a woman. Because if I just had a flat chest and looked like this, I don't know if I would feel exactly the same as I do right now. But for some girls, maybe that's not for them. Maybe they would rather just dress in a, maybe pantyhose are their kind of thing, which is for me too. But having boobs and wearing a bra and having this feeling is one more thing that makes me feel very feminine and very womanly. Now, as I was started dressing and coming up with a wardrobe, I had to decide what size I wanted. Well, I'm a fairly big girl. I'm about 6 foot tall, and I weigh roughly, back then I was still in the about 220 pound range. So, and my chest, my body type is wide and big. So having bigger boobs fit my body style. Having a wide torso with small little boobs just wouldn't look right. So I went and what I did back then when I didn't have much money, I went to the local Walmart, and they used to have a rack of Nerf balls. They would have some small ones, probably about 3 inches in diameter or so. But then they would have other ones that were about 6 or 8 inches in diameter. For the longest time, what I would do is I would take one of those big Nerf balls and I would take a knife and cut it in half and then kind of hollow it out. So it was kind of it had that round on the outside, but it also had a space on the inside for it to sit on my chest properly and to fit inside a bra. And for the longest time, that is what I used for my breast forms. And it looked really good. If you look at some of my pictures from back 25 years ago or 20 years ago, those pictures that you see are me with a Nerf ball in my bra. And I thought size-wise it looked right. It looked appropriate for my body style. I wanted to have maybe a little bit bigger breasts. Mainly, I think, due to my mom. My mom was somebody who had big boobs or bigger boobs, and I wanted to kind of carry that along. And I also thought that if I had been born a girl and had developed as a girl, that I would have had naturally big boobs. Combine that with the fact that my chest as a guy is rather heavy or fat, and I kind of have male boobs anyway, it made sense to have bigger breasts. So let me get back on track to where I was going. So as time went on, I always had big boobs, and if you look at my pictures from back in the day, I always wore tighter tops to show off my big boobs. As I've gotten back in 2012 or so was when I revealed my cross-dressing to my wife, and that's when I kind of started doing more with it and becoming more involved with it, and I kind of got the okay to buy more stuff. And that's when I bought my first pair of breast forms. And buying breast forms via the mail is kind of tough because you don't know exactly what size you need or how they're going to fit, how they're going to look on your body. So the first pair I bought were a pair of, I believe they were C size, either C's or D's. And when I got them and put them on and got them in my bra, they looked okay, but to me they just were just a little small. So those ones I gifted to somebody else, and I ordered another size bigger, which are the ones you see here. These are, I believe they're double D or G size boob breast forms, but the bra I'm wearing right now is a 42 triple D, and it holds the breast forms just right. Now, when I also did this, I also started doing more with what God gave me with my cleavage. And that's when I finally started shaving my chest completely, as well as shaving the rest of my body, and practicing on creating my cleavage. And as you can see by this video, I think I do a pretty good job. I know a lot of you girls out there have to order or use a breastplate to have boobs or to have cleavage, and it's amazing how technology has come. You know, when I was first dressing up back in the early 90s, those things didn't exist. We were lucky to have just foam breast forms. Now we got ones that are full of silicone, and you got a breastplate that goes from right under your chin all the way down and allows you to have the cleavage that you want, or you know, to wear something revealing that will show off what you got. But luckily for me, I'm somebody who, as a guy, it's horrible. I never go out without a shirt. But when I'm wearing something like this, or I guess I'm able to pull off wearing a low-cut top like this because I can show off my boobs and my cleavage. And for me, it's one more sign that I'm expressing my femininity. I'm showing off the fact that I'm a woman, and I'm able to feel confident and sexy. And it's a big, for me, it may sound kind of weird, but for me, it's kind of a big turn on. Being able to have boobs that when I walk, that kind of, my cleavage bounces a little bit, as you can see. And it's great for me to be able to have that feeling of, look, I am a woman. Look, I am feminine. I have boobs. It goes with the rest of me. It goes with the hair. It goes with the makeup. It goes with whatever else, what I'm wearing, whether it be something low cut or wearing a skirt or wearing a cute dress. For me, boobs show really part of who I am. Show my femininity and show that I am Jennifer and that I am sexy, that I am a woman, that I am feminine. So there you have it. That's kind of my talk about my boobs. I tend to talk about my boobs a lot. I like showing off my boobs a lot. And as my daughter told me way back in the day, if you got it, flaunt it. So why wouldn't I want to flaunt it? I have something that guys and some girls really find attractive. They like seeing big boobs, seeing cleavage, and I'm going to show it off as much as I can because I enjoy it. And I'm not causing any problems, not causing any harm to anybody. And if it makes me happy, then, as some people say, more power to me. So there you go. There's another episode of Jennifer's Tale. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope you listen to this episode or watch this episode and other episodes I have up on my YouTube feed. Just do a search for Jennifer's Tale, My Life as a Crossdresser. And you can also do that on iTunes or wherever you get your podcast. And you can listen to previous episodes, including some I didn't do videos of. So, until next time, this is Jennifer saying bye.